Alright, hello, what's up mga parts nagraraman? Charot. Ayan, kumusta po kayong lahat? Ito naman panibagong episode at panibago na namang kainan ng ating pinuntahan. Hindi siya actually kainan, cafe. Yan, mga parts. Kaya naman, bago ang lahat, hello muna sa inyo, and then don't forget to like and subscribe our YouTube channel, Taraki TV Official, and our Facebook page. Please like and follow it, Taraki TV. Ayan, and once again, here's your parts, Brendo.
And I am your parts Ken for Taraki Talks.
Yarn. Boy.
And to our viewers naman, thank you so much for continuously liking our page and then watching also our segments every day. So meron tayong Taraki Talks, Taraki Perspectives, and meron pa mga susunod na ibang programs.
Yes, Taraki Campus. O, diba? And maraming salamat din po pala sa lahat ng aming mga sponsors. We have Taraki Marketing Center, which is located at KM5 La Trinidad. We have Lanes Pet Shop in Nanyang Footwear. We have Helen at Cellphone and Accessories plus Bed Sheets. Ayan, lahat po yan located sa KM5 La Trinidad, malapit sa overpass, ayan, at sa munisipyo. And of course, we also have the Richie Salon, which is located at Dawa Terminal, 2nd floor, room 211.
Ayun
Thank
naman.
you.
And of course, to all our Katarakis and mga parts namin who keeps on liking the page and of course sending stars, thank you so much sa inyong lahat dahil dyan may pupuntahan ng ating mga stars.
Exactly.
Yes. Ang pupuntahan ng ating mga stars, we have 3 beneficiaries. We have Las Egan Elementary School with 22 students, Kamanpagay Elementary School with 56 students, and Giwang Elementary School with 26 students. So all of these, we can find them doon sa Mangkayan. Yan, Municipality of Mangkayan.
Mag-hike tayo dyan, parts. 8
Isasama
hours.
natin si Madam.
Pwedeng pass.
Ayun naman,
Akit
mga
ng
parts.
puntos yan, mga parts. Alright, sino kasama natin ngayon, parts?
Oo, kaya ngayong araw na ito, andito tayo sa isang napakagandang garden. Wow, garden. Garden na pwede tayong mag-tea, mag-coffee, and kumain ng sweets if you are sweet tooth. Ayan, pwede yun mga parts namin. So, nais ko muna ipakilala ang ating special guest ngayong araw na ito. So, actually, our guest is, she is gifted with 2 children muna. Ayan, isang 15-year-old and isang 8-year-old. And she finished culinary arts with a diploma de cocina. And she also owns yung eto kung nasaan tayo ngayon, which is Flower Cafe. Ayan. Her hobbies, aside from cooking and then baking mga parts namin, she is also a writer.
Yeah.
Ayan, hindi natin alam yun. Kaya tatanong natin yan mamaya about the information. And of course, meron din siyang sariling salon. Kaya napakaganda ng ating guest ngayong araw na ito.
Ay, no. Talagang may pag-lamb team sa mga parts. Nahiya kami.
Talande.
And she is actually guided by her motto in life, which is, you'll never know the result if you don't try something. Yan, we will
Pang Miss
expand
Universe.
more. O, diba? So, mga parts and mga katarakis natin, let us all welcome our manang, our parts, our kataraki, Miss Mary Grace Zabala Torio.
Hello.
Yan.
May pa-wave.
Oo, madam.
Walk na rin.
Ayan,
Parang hindi pasok yung height requirement ko sa gano'n.
pasok na pasok sa bangawan.
O baka may isa-shoutout po kayo, Miss Mary Grace.
Hi sa lahat ng viewers.
Baka merong...
Ay, sana meron. Kaso wala.
Pag meron,
na po.
madam, ito ang interview natin.
I-mine nyo na po. Mine for
Anong code, madam?
code, byuda ng bayan. Mine for ganon.
Grabe si Miss May,
O, diba? Ayun, nakilala na natin na medyo kalog ang ating guest niya araw na ito. Kaya we're very comfortable naman ngayon.
Grabe, kinakabahan ako kanina pa. Charot. Hindi, pero ang nakakatawa lang naman po, Miss May, paano po kayo napunta sa pag-aaral ng culinary? Agad-agad.
Surprise! Hindi. No, actually, na-challenge ako because before, somebody told me na, ay, hindi mo naman alam mo yung sinasabi mo kasi hindi ka naman graduate ng culinary. Existing na yung cafe.
So meron na yung flower cafe.
So, at that time, ang nag-graduate ko pa lang was barista and baking. Tapos, so I was like making, parang sabi ko, offer the menu, ganito, ganyan. Tapos, may nagsabi kasi sa akin na parang, you don't really know what you're talking about because you're not really a culinary graduate. Parang ganon. So sabi technical, parang ganon. Tapos sabi ko, Okay, sabi ko ganun. Tapos, that time, sabi ko, nga naman, hindi naman kasi, wala naman kasi diploma lola mo. Diba? Siyempre, pinag-aaralan naman kasi nila yon. So, dead ma. Pero na-hurt ako. Na-hurt ako ng... Very slight lang. Very slight lang. Yung slight na yon. Pero, syempre, hindi ko naman sinabi ko, nakaka-hurt ka. So, sabi ko, okay, gawin lang ako. Tapos, the very next day, nalaman ko na may culinary school dyan lang sa tapat. Dito lang sa taas ng Jollibee. So, dyan lang sa tapat. So, I visited the culinary school and then I asked, like, okay, I wanna, parang sabi ko, how much is your tuition fee, ganyan. Tapos, wala talaga akong balak mag-enroll. Tapos, nung nandun na ako, tapos nandun na ako, sabi ganon, parang, diploma de cuisine, it's like an international, you'll learn about international dishes for 1 year, ganyan. So sabi ko, like, I don't have that much time. Can you make consideration for me? Can you make it like a shorter course? So, okay, we'll do something about that. Parang ganon, sabi. So, ayun, nag-enroll ako agad. Without thinking about it. Sabi ko, since like, ang mangyayari lang naman, ang lapit-lapit niya sa cafe ko, I could just like walk pag oras na ng klase ko.
Yes.
And then if something happens, makakabalik ako dito sa cafe, parang it's not gonna be a problem for me to finish the schooling. So ayun, na-inspire ako. Hindi naman na-inspire. Una, parang napilitan akong mag-school because I wanted to prove I wanted to prove that, hindi niyo ako pwedeng ganyanin. Hindi niyo ako pwedeng sabihin, may laban ng lola. Magdidiploma ako, bakit? Ganon.
Akala niyo ba?
Akala niyo, ganon. Pero after that, actually, nung nag-aaral ako, na-enjoy ko siya. Because it was the first thing that I actually did for myself for the longest time. Kasi I didn't graduate college. I was like, ever since high school ako, I was already working. I was already the breadwinner of our whole family. Ganyan. So I was like, napag-aral ko lahat ng mga kapatid ko, lahat ng mga pinsan ko, mga ganyan. I've kept on supporting them, but I actually na-neglect ko yung sarili ko. Kasi I was also always thinking about others.
Lola mo.
Hindi naman. Ayoko namang magmukhang Virgin Mary. Kahit Virgin Mary ako ngayon. Ayun.
Pero this is the time naman for you to, yung para naman sa sarili mo.
Doon ko na-realize, when I went to the culinary school, doon ko na-realize na self-love is actually important and actually giving something to yourself. Like, parang sabi ko at that time, kasi I already own a lot of business. This is not the only business that I have. I have my own BPO. And I'm handling 200 people in that BPO. Parang, I don't really need to study kasi parang, I've already self-made na Hindi sa pagmamayabang, no? Pero self-made, parang I'm okay, I'm comfortable in life, coming from nothing. Diba? So, parang sabi ko, hindi ko na kailangan mag-aral, or hindi ko naman kailangan ng diploma to prove myself, ganyan. But when I was there, actually, doon ko na-realize na you also have to focus really on yourself and find something that would make you passionate about things that, things that would make you go on without yung hindi naman business yung involved, yung hindi naman family yung involved, yung hindi naman yung mga kids ko yung involved, yung something na para sa sarili mo talaga. Kasi when you become a mom, and then you're a single mom, and then you're an entrepreneur, and you have all these businesses, you actually, ang utak mo palagi is para sa kanila, para sa mga anak mo, ganyan.
Usually.
Yes, oo. Ganon yun eh. Pilipino pa, 'di ba? Parang lahat pamilya mo.
Culture talaga natin yun.
Pero doon mo, like, as you grow old, sabi ko, ayoko naman maging bitter in life later on. So sabi ko, okay, need ko ng something.
Thank you naman sa mga pumuna sa'yo.
Oo.
Thank you.
Sobrang love ko sila. Oo. Kasi kung hindi dahil sa kanila, hindi ako, without that grit, because they gave me the grit, without that grit, hindi ko natapos yung diploma de cuisine ko. Hindi ko na-realize na gustong-gusto ko palang mag-aral, ganyan. So, ayun. Ngayon, hindi na ako...
Parang fulfilled ka na talaga.
No, not really. Doon ko na-discover na, gusto ko palang mag-aral. And then, doon ako nagkaroon ng panibagong pangarap na someday I will have my own school.
So, making na ba?
Yeah, it's actually on the plans.
Ay, wow.
That's a new discovery naman for Miss
Oo,
May.
kasi hate na hate ko mga teachers.
Diba? Ay, sorry.
Oo, hate ko mga teachers. Lalo na nung bata ako, parang teacher, gano'n. Oo, pero alam mo yun, it was a surprise na parang, okay, tanda ko na ngayon ko na-realize na parang, okay, parang gusto ko magturo. Gusto ko maging teacher. Parang,
To to share din naman.
It's actually to give back what
Yes.
I've learned in life. And I feel like because ang dami ko nang na tutunan sa life, I feel like yung mga experiences ko, if I share it with the younger generation, they'll learn a lesson or two from it, and I will be able to pay it forward. It's not about like making big money, but it's about making sure that yung future generation na matuturuan ko would be able to practice, or at least medyo gumanda-ganda naman yung quality ng life. Kasi napagdaanan natin yung ang daming hirap before. Parang ayoko naman may gumawa pa na, may mapagdaanan pa uli na mga ganun. Kung kaya mong mag-help in a little way by just spending 10 minutes, 15 minutes of your time to talk to somebody who's actually parang, I don't know what to do in my life, parang ganun. If kaya mo naman mag-reach out ng konting ganon, and then bakit hindi, diba?
Yes.
Kaya yun din ang realization sa atin, mga parts and mga kataragis natin, that whichever na binibigay ng negative comments sa atin, whether this is constructive criticism or not,
Tanggapin mo.
Yes.
mga parts, diba?
Go lang.
And
Make
do
it your
something.
grit.
Diba?
Do something about it para
Yes.
hindi ka puna-punahin. Ay, next time na magkikita tayo, hindi mo na ako pwedeng ganyan. Sampal ko sa diploma ko. Then,
Pagpasok pa lang,
ano yung sabi mo?
tapos bigla, congratulations. Sabi niya naman bigla, diba? Ayun naman, Miss May. Ma'am May. Miss May, sa culinary arts kasi, very, very detailed yung mga ginagawa ninyo from baking to cooking and everything. What were the challenges that you have experienced naman sa school?
None.
Na hindi mo nakakalimutan?
Pinaka-challenge ko was the schedule.
Oh.
Nahirapan ako sa schedule
Working
talaga.
kasi.
Kasi that time, and this is no joke, a lot of people would say na, parang hindi naman kakayanin ng ganung schedule. But this was my schedule during that time. Because I wanted to finish culinary school early. I requested that I be in school for the whole day. So my schedule was
like every day or Saturdays?
almost every day.
Oh.
That's from Monday to that's Monday to Saturday.
Okay.
So there was a time that my schedule was, it goes like this. I would wake up 7 o'clock in the morning because my class is at 8 o'clock in the morning. So like I would wake up 7 o'clock in the morning, prepare, check kung ano yung breakfast ng mga kids ko, iwan ko dito sa cafe. 8 o'clock in the morning, I would rush going to the school.
Yeah.
I would be in school from 8 to 12, that's the first class. And then I'll have lunch break. Takbo ko dito, fortunately malapit lang.
Yes.
Takbo ko dito, mga just to check on yung mga staff, check yung mga kids ko, ganyan. And they're also doing online din nun. And then from 1 to 4, I'll be on school again. And then after school, balik ako dito ng cafe. So 4 o'clock to 9 o'clock, nakafocus ako here on the cafe and then on the salon. Kasi we have a salon also. Yes.
Nabisita ko nga kanina.
So, I know. Kaya nga red hair, di ba? Ayan, so, I would like visit the cafe, the salon, what they need, or titingnan ko like mga customers because we're still trying to get to know the market here since we just moved here during that time from Ambuklao, di ba? So, you have to get to know who your market share is. And then, from 9 to 10, I actually have dinner with my kids. But from 10 o'clock to 4 a.m. in the morning, 10 o'clock to 4 a.m. in the morning, I would be focused on my BPO company, which is actually
Yeah, parang-
the money. I cannot not do that because that's the one making the money for me. So, from 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock, jam-pack yan like every hour with meetings with my managers, with my employees. Because imagine you have 200 employees, so they all have concerns. And then you have clients all over the world. Yung clients mo, my clients are all over the world. We have Australia, we have UK, we have US. So, spread out din yung kanilang time zone within 24 hours. So, I cannot go by without my cell phone. There were times that I was in school, kalagitnaan ng luto ko, I would tap out my classmate, patingin mo na, tumatawag yung kliyente ko. Oo, ganon. Yan. So, that was my schedule. So, I would like go to bed at 4 a.m.
Yes.
Siyempre, hindi ka pa makakatulog kaagad. Mga 4:30 ka pa lang makakatulog. And then you wake up again at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Grabe yung lola niyo.
Just for me to be able to finish what I want. And then in between, you have your other ad hoc activities kasi hindi naman pwedeng panay school and work lang. You also have to focus on making sure that you give like you have good memories with your kids.
Yes.
Also,
Na hindi sila manineglect, di ba?
yes, that they're not neglected. And also, you also have your other parts of like, making sure that you also give back to the community.
Yes.
So, meron ka pang mga ad hoc activities na mga ganon. So, yeah.
I love
So, that
that
was
one.
the challenge before. The
Ang hectic
schedule.
ng schedule.
Hindi naman masyado.
Konti lang.
Konti lang.
Ang
Pero-
naman niya pagod na.
I like that part na si Miss May pa rin is she's still thinking about what to give back in the community.
And that's
Diba?
important.
That's very important talaga.
Oo. Kasi
Very
if you're
inspiring.
blessed, if you're blessed, you don't keep the blessings to yourself. You would want to keep the blessings open. So the blessings would keep on pouring in.
Ayun.
At hindi rin magdadamot ang blessings sa'yo. The more you give,
Yes.
the more you give, the more you are equipped to be able to give.
Ayun.
At the end of the
This is
day,
the gift, no?
sa akin kasi at the end of the day, whatever I have right now is not actually mine. I'm just being used as a vehicle to be able to provide jobs or to be able to give back to people. At the end, mamamatay ka, hindi mo dala yung pera mo.
Award to Kuya, Madam. Madam Tuloy.
Pero such an inspiring ko naman, such an inspiring story from that na being a mom of 2 kids and then meron pa siyang shop and then going to school pa.
May
Grabe yung
company
time
pa.
management. no?
Oo.
That's really,
Award talaga.
wow.
Pero ito nga, nakikurious ako dito, Miss May, no? Kasi, lagi ko din tong pinupuntahan yung shop ninyo sa Buklaw Road. So, nung time na yun, hindi pa pala kayo nag-enroll as
Culinary. Barista pa lang at saka
Oo.
probably estudyante din ako ng baking nun.
Oo.
Pero the barista is yung ma'am,
Coffee.
making
Coffee making.
Ayun.
Coffee and tea making.
Kaya nga medyo na-curious talaga ako na ito kasi kakaiba ang flower cafe. Ang pinakakaiba dito, flower ang theme at saka tea.
Yes. Oo.
Kaya ang favorite ko dun yung blooming tea tsaka yung ito.
Flower pot. Yeah.
Ayun. So, bakit yun yung pinili din ninyo? Or ano yung inspiration
The
ninyo
theme
at
ba?
yun
Oo.
ang pinili?
When I was studying barista, na-realize ko na, everybody's concentrating on Benguet coffee. And sure, why not?
Yes,
Because lumalaban na siya sa barako
Yes.
ng Batangas. And it's being like awarded naman na worldwide, being recognized worldwide. Diba? So I'm very proud of the Benguet coffee. However, I've also realized na bakit natin ikukulong yung sarili natin sa coffee lang. There's a lot of tea drinkers.
Yeah.
And ang daming bulaklak dito sa Baguio na pwedeng gawing tea. Unfortunately, we just didn't have enough manpower or technology kasi mostly our flowers are hindi pa organic, mostly pesticides pa
Yes.
ganyan. So sabi ko, parang why don't we focus on flower tea? Because it's something different and it's something really close to our heart. Kasi ganito yan, mahamang kwento.
go lang.
Chika-chika. Ganito yan.
Chika tayo eh.
I was 14 when my dad died. So when my dad died, my mom didn't know what to do with her life, having 4 kids, diba? So ang dami nagbigay ng bulaklak. Sabi niya, why don't I put up a flower shop at doon na lang kami kukuha ng pangbuhay namin. So that's what happened. So,
So,
yeah.
flower shop pala.
So, flower shop ang mom ko. So, growing up, I became events organizer, I became a florist,
Talaga?
ganyan.
Ang dami
Yun
naman
naman pala.
Tapos gumagawa-gawa kami ng float ng panagbenga, ganyan. So, kaya galito yung concept ko. Nabigyan kami ng homage. Ngayon, nung namatay naman yung husband, and then, that time, super stressed din sa work. So, sabi ko, so, I need an outlet. I need a passion business where I can feel like I'm alive. Yes. Where I can feel alive and I can feel like, I can pay respect also sa nangyari sa akin.
Yes.
So, nawala akong husband, ganyan. So, we were conceptualizing una, it was Benguet Coffee, and then, parang that time, sige, mag-coffee shop tayo kasi kakatapos ko din lang ng barista nun. So, sabi ko, okay, coffee shop, ganyan. So, anong concept? Ang dami namin kinonsider. Tapos, yun, hanggang sa we came up with na, bakit hindi tayo bumalik to our core, what made us who we are, which was the flower shop. So, sabi ko, okay, so mag-flower concept tayo. Kasi, sa Baguio, wala pa rin naman nag-focus na cafe na very full-on flower.
Yes.
Sabi ko,
Baka
it's
design,
such a shame. Design, actually, ang daming gumaya after.
Na lumabas
Pero,
siya.
yeah, oo. Pero it's such a shame na tayo ang may panagbanga festival.
Yes.
Pero walang nag-focus on flowers sa food, on flowers sa drinks,
Yes,
ganyan.
right.
Tapos sabi ko also, nung namatay dad, the flower works its magic in our life. So sabi ko siguro ngayong husband ko yung namatay, maybe it would work its magic again.
Yes.
And then we want to share that magic to other people because you know, flowers would really make other people happy.
Yes.
Yun, so we were solved with that concept. So what we did was, because I was also a writer and a researcher, you know, what the first thing that we did is actually research on all types of teas, flower
Gumawa ng
teas.
feasible study.
Yes, nag-R&D ako. And then like for every tea that we serve, talagang pinag-aralan yan. The health benefits, how to brew it, what grams to water, parang yan. Talagang and then before kami nag-launch, like before namin yan ni-launch na, ay tikman mo nga to, parang ganon. Talagang, you know, we were giving it out to people na, patikim nga, ganyan. Tapos, you know, one of the things that I didn't like, I don't like drinking tea at all. My kids don't like drinking tea. My family is not a tea drinker. And when we go drink tea outside, feeling ko lugi na lugi ako kasi it's just tea bag, tapos ginano, tapos lasang lasang grass lang. So sabi ko, okay, how do I make it na Filipinos would actually enjoy the tea and then they wouldn't feel shortchanged na, ay, nagbayad ako ng 75 pesos tapos ginanog-ganon ko lang, di ba? So,
Tibag. Charot.
oo, tea bag na pagpunta mo naman sa grocery, 15 pesos, tapos hot water, okay na. Pwede ka nga ang gawin mo na may tea bag ka na, pahingi hot water. Sa restaurant, di ba? Tapos order ka pansit, pahingi ka naman di meron na. Ganon. So sabi ko, I don't want it to be that kind of experience for others. So, yun, ginamit ko yung pinag-aralan ko na sa pagiging barista. So, we came up with what we call our house blends. So, may sarili kaming mga sugar syrups na ginawa to
Homemade
mix,
lahat.
yes,
Oh,
to
that's
mix
nice.
with the tea. So,
Kaya
para pag
kakaiba siya.
tinikman mo yung tea, magiging iba yung lasa niya. So, even non-tea drinkers would really appreciate the tea.
I am a non-tea drinker, pero
diba?
gusto kong subukan.
Kaya nga nung
Yeah,
time na
excited.
nawala si Flower Shop, talagang nahanap ko siya. Kaya
So,
bukas.
kasi nung pandemic, tinamad kami.
Ay, tinamad.
Nawala ang passion kasama nung na-pandemic ang passion. Because it's a passion business. It's not something that, you know, hindi siya make or break. So, parang anytime, parang, ay, tinatabad kami, close na muna natin, ganon.
Pero the flowers, yung mga tea na flowers, is dito pa rin siya nanggagaling din.
Unfortunately, I cannot source out pa dito sa Cordillera because it's full of pesticides pa. So, I'm nag-export pa kami from, depende, like for example, our chamomile, maganda kasi sa Germany. So, sa Germany kami kumukuha. Mostly it's Taiwan, and then the butterfly pea, we source it out from Thailand, ganyan. But, yung gumamela or the hibiscus, meron na yan locally sourced. And then the jasmine or the sampagita, we're trying to do it locally sourced na din from other Pero sabi ko nga, gusto kong makilala pa ng mga tao yung flower tea, and I'm hoping na I could bring the same concept to another country, the flower cafe to another country, and then hopefully be able to come up with a collaboration with Department of Agriculture or whoever department it is to teach farmers, flower farmers na yung flower farming is not just about cut flowers. They could also explore into this kind of market. Ang kailangan lang naman is dehydrator and how to grow. So, I think
na hindi kailangan
ng pesticide. Yes. So I think that's kasi you know what? Sa buong mundo, mas madami ang tea drinker kaysa sa coffee drinker. So if Baguio or if Benguet is able to get to the point na tayo mag-export sa ibang bansa ng tea because karamihan ng mga bulaklak na yan nahanap sa Cordillera, sa bundok ng Cordillera, then that's another income opportunity for our farmers. Diba? So, ayun, pinag-aaralan ko siya ng mabuti ngayon.
Uy, pero award sa inyo, dapat push lang.
Sana, pero mahabang pa.
Pero
mahabang journey
naalala
pa.
ko yung sa Butterfly PT. Ayan, shout out kay Maki's Strawberry Garden
kasi
naman.
meron yung
Kasi
blue.
nasa gap naman sila. Considering gap naman. At saka, ano ang gap pala? Nakalimutan. DA Hello.
Good agricultural practices.
Yes, ayun pala. Sorry po.
Yes,
Ayan,
and-
so shout out kay Miss
Imagine.
Jamie.
Doon din kasi ma'am, meron silang mga flowers na tinatanim. Pero
Edible.
Yes.
nag-concentrate sila sa berries muna.
Oo. O yun, yung mga ganon. Tapos yun nga, diba? Dati nung nasa tip-top kami, actually binibili namin yung mga gumamela ng mga kapitbahay namin, mga backyard farmers. Oo. Extra income for them. Binibili ko siya, yung mga gumamela, kasi ginagawa ko siya into pie, into quiche, parang ganon. So gumagawa ko ng gumamela quiche, or I make dishes out of flowers, parang ganon. So that's like another
Your
income.
industry is opening work din naman sa iba pang mga tao.
Ah,
Farming.
Sana. Pero yung mga backyard farmers din, like okay, may gumamela kayo dyan sa bahay, diba? Kaysa gawin nyo namang bula-bula. Kaysa gawin yung bubbles. So, benta nyo dito, gawin nating pie, gawin nating quiche, parang gano'n.
Ay.
Lahat ba ng kinds of flowers are good? Pwede siyang maging tea talaga? Or
Hindi, kasi may mga bulaklak na hindi siya na poisonous.
Ay,
Oy, trumpet flower, sige nga.
pwede mag-
May kilala ka.
Sige nga.
Naging missing na
Alam
2
niyo ba?
days.
Sa Kwan. Biglang
Oo.
May naalala
Kaya,
ako
diba?
tuloy na friend. Na-missing siya ng 2 days dahil dyan.
Kasi flower naman siya, pero would you ingest it? I don't think so.
Pero madam, may chika.
May chika ako dyan.
Mga kids at home don't
Joke lang po.
know.
Hindi ba?
So, you have to be careful then with the flowers that you're Mostly, if you want to be guided, tignan nyo kung ano yung mga teas na sinaserve sa Taiwan. Yung mga flower teas nila doon. Kasi culture nila part ng culture nila yung pag-inom ng tea. So, pag nakita mong, okay, iniinom na yan ng Taiwan, pwede na. Ganon.
Kasi Kwan,
Mostly chrysanthemums, roses.
Yes.
Ganun.
sa atok din, no? Parang ang gandang
Oo.
tanim ng mga bulaklak doon para
Oo.
sa ganitong
Oo.
concept.
Oo.
Ito na nga rin eh. Ano yung mga best sellers naman natin dito
Dito
sa
sa
shop,
shop.
cafe?
We have our dessert platter. That's actually our new line kasi we're starting up our own bake shop already. Yan. So,
Abangan natin yan.
Oo.
Mga first customers ganun.
Ayan. So, eto yung ensaymada namin, our cinnamon. This is our cheesy ensaymada, and then our cinnamon, and then our bento cake. It's called bento because it's small, and then crinkles and cookies. So basically, it's all-in-one platter na if you don't want. Kasi some people, they go here, ayaw naman nila kumain ng rice because
Yeah.
our place is mostly pang chika-chikahat. So it's high tea. Tea and ano mo yun, kaya naman yung nalagay lang, tea
Pika-pika
party,
lang.
ganon. Pang tea party, ganon.
Ayaw din namin ng rice.
Diet ba?
So, pero sweets eh. Pero yun nga, pang tea party yung yun. So, for high tea. So, we have that. And then, we also came up right now, ang bago naming product is our pizzas. Ang sarap ng pizza namin, in fairness. Not because galing sa amin, but because it took us, I'm not joking when I say na mahigit 3 months just for the dough alone.
Na pinag-aralan niya
Na,
talaga
how to do it. Kasi marunong naman naturuan naman na sa
Yeah.
culinary school. And yung nag-consult kami sa madaming chefs. Kasi papaligiran kami ng mga chefs. Tsaka ng di ba? Dun sa school. Pero every time, like, ginagawa yung dough, palaging, eto, ganyan. Kasi ko, hindi, gusto ko mas malambot. Hindi, gusto ko kitchen test natin, kung 3 days ba na naka-expose yun sa air, matigas pa rin, or malambot pa din, parang gano'n. So, it took us,
Napaka-exquisite talaga.
yeah, for the dough.
Yes.
Just for the dough alone.
Importante kasi paparts.
Tapos sabi ko, naiirita ako na when you go out and eat pizza, alam niyo yung edges, you cannot eat it.
Ako din.
Sayang yung pera mo. Diba? Sayang yung, kasi mama ko alam ko hirap maghanap ng pera So, pag hindi kinakain ng mga anak ko yung edges, sabi ko, sayang yung binayad ko. Diba? Part yun ng binayad mo and we'll just go to the trash.
Yes.
So, I was very particular about that. Hindi naman lahat gusto ng cheese sa edge, like, what they do with stuffed crust pizza. So, sabi ko, gusto ko, pag gumawa tayo ng pizza up to the very edge, it's still
Kakainin.
something that you will eat. And it's more of, meron kasi yung mga pizza na, may concept kasi sa Pilipino na, pizza hindi nakakabusog yan. Lalo na pag parents, itong nanay, di ba?
Ba? Hindi nakakabusog, pero okay.
Hindi, pag nanay, ganon. Parang, pag pizza hindi nakakabusog yan, magkanin tayo, di ba? Ganon.
Notion kasi.
Notion, ng
Yes.
lalo na pag thin crust, ganyan.
That's
So,
right.
ayoko din naman yung sobrang thick crust na sobrang lasang pandesal na to. Ano ba to? Pandesal ba to na ginanunan nyo ng ano, di ba? So, we also had to find the right grams consistency. So, kaya nga sabi ko, it took us 3 months just to make yung dough lang. Dough pa lang. Tapos, yun, the toppings, up to now, we're still continuing to find like flavors that we would find different from others.
Yes.
Kasi ayaw naman namin na yung pizza namin is the same as the others. Kasi I believe it's a big market for everybody na we could try. So, ayan din, we had to like, what we're doing, napurga talaga kami sa pizza. Kasi ang ginagawa namin during the time na dinidevelop namin yung pizza is, we order pizzas from other places. And then we taste it, and then sabi ko, okay, iiwasan natin yung ganitong flavor profile kasi in respect to that restaurant, like, somebody suggested actually from a famous pizza shop, din kasi siya, parang, I know how to make the 5 cheese pizza of this blah blah blah. Sabi niya gano'n. Siyempre, ayoko nang sabihin, this blah blah blah. So, itong ginawa niya, kalasang-kalasa nga. Tapos sabi niya, launch natin yan kasi yan yung best seller ng ganito, ganyan. Tapos, murahan natin ng konti, ganyan. Tapos, sabi ko sa kanya, no, we don't do that here. Sabi ko, although I appreciate na masarap talaga siya, out of respect doon sa other restaurant, you don't do that. So, sabi ko gano'n, we will not serve the exact, kaya naman natin lagyan ng konting twist or ibahin ng konti. So, that's, I want to, when we develop dishes here at our cafe, and we want to make sure that it's still not, hindi porke pumatok for other restaurants, is you would steal that, steal their ideas and compete. Because there's a big enough market for everybody. At the same time, I also have to consider yung pinaghirapan yan ng ibang restaurant for them to get known for that product, and then dun ka pa makiki-market share. Wag naman. Parang ganon. So, that's why, yun nga, kapag gumagawa kami ng recipe, ang arte-arte namin, parang reject, gano'n. Ay, reject, gano'n. Parang, ay, meron tayo. Parang alam ko, like, pinag-aaralan namin sa, ay, alam ko, may gumawa na ng ganyang concept. Wag na, gawa tayo ng bago. Pero nakakasira siya ng brain cells.
Kailangan maglista.
Tapos, aalamin mo, like, even if it's, kapag ka nalaman namin na yung sinoserve namin is very close to what the others are serving, order kami, and then we would taste, and then sabi ko, okay, ganito yung taste profile nila. Yung sa atin, medyo i-twist natin ng konti. So, we could, kasi there are some dishes naman na you really can't do without na parang, it's a classic dish so everybody talaga magsaserve ng gano'n. So, sa amin naman, ang ginagawa namin pag gano'n, ang twist naman namin palagi is we always infuse flowers doon sa mga sauces, sa mga food. For example, like our teriyaki sauce, or if pag sinipag kami at naglapag kami ng teriyaki, gano'n, instead of like using sugar, we use strawberry jams and rose syrup or rose extract, gano'n. So, halos lahat ng sauces namin infused with flowers.
Asan po?
Ito. Alright, so dahil nga dyan mga parts namin na mga katarakis namin, there are 2 things that I learned today. It's about innovation. Yung innovation mo and uniqueness naman. It doesn't mean that if we have same product with parts branded, magkapareho na rin ang aming lasa, magkapareho na rin ang
we still
products.
serve something that's unique.
Yes, that's the important thing na tignan niyo si Miss May na 3 months, 'di ba? Na nag-i-innovate.
Pizza dough lang.
Pizza dough lang 'yun, mga parts namin. And kung gusto niyo talaga namang umangat din, of course, you have to be very patient.
Invest on something that's really unique na kayo lang ang hahanapin for that. Diba? At saka naman, syempre parts, dahil yun din naman ang isa sa pinunta namin dito. Ayan, nakaset up sa ating table. Ayan, ang ating tea. So, anong nandito po, Miss May?
This one, this is Sagada Mountain Tea.
Oh,
yes, because our base, like for our tea, we wanted to promote Cordilleran tea. Kasi sabi ko nga, diba, we export all teas except for the Sagada Mountain Tea. So, lahat ng tea na sinaserve namin dito sa cafe, ang pinaka-base namin is the Sagada Mountain Tea because, we wanna play it's a tribute to where we are from Benguet. Yeah. And this one is very good. It has a very rich flavor profile. It's anti-colic. So, pag kinakabag ka, ganito. Kabag-kabagan.
Lagi.
Ay, oo. Ang hirap.
So, ito. Very good ito.
Cordillera.
And then it's also detoxifying. So, for toxic. And then we have the white one here is the jasmine bud tea na hindi alam ng karamihan. Nung nandito si Panlasang Pinoy, not even him knows na the jasmine is actually sampagita. Alam mo? Guilty. Ay, diba? Most of the time, like when I say that, anong Tagalog ng jasmine? I would find 50-50 talaga. Parang always meron, hindi ko alam yan. Sampagita ang jasmine.
Yan ng mga kwan.
Ay, sorry naman. Hindi ako nagtuturo ng elementary.
Sampagita siya. Yun. So, ang maganda sa jasmine is weight loss siya. Maganda din siya for
Ano
energy.
na ulit, ma'am?
Weight loss. Pang stress. Ganon din. Yan. So, yun. And then, we have here the butterfly PT. This is very interesting actually. Kasi, this is the tea na kapag ka-brew nyo siya, color purple. Ay, no. It's blue. Blue. Pero pag pinatakan nyo ng lemon, it becomes purple.
Wow.
So, they call
Hindi
it
ko pa yun natatry.
They call it voodoo tea sa other countries.
Voodoo.
And then, kasi nga, nag-change siya ng color. Kasi nagre-react yung chemical, yung acid doon sa flower. So, yun. Ang maganda dito, it's good for the skin. Yan. Tapos, kapag ka mataas ang blood sugar mo, ito inumin mo.
Kaya nakikita ko siya sa mga rice.
Oo. Tsaka sa mga, kaya sa Thailand, very conscious sila sa mga skin comenilo nila, ganyan. So, halos lahat ng pagkain nila, meron butterfly tea.
Is that similar with the blue?
That's exactly it. Blue ternate.
Tarnite.
And then we also have osmanthus. Ang ginagawa naman ng osmanthus is it actually suppresses your appetite.
Dapat bili tayo dyan later.
Ang maganda sa mga flower teas is they're caffeine free. So if if you don't want to ingest a lot of caffeine, mag-tsa ka.
Yes. Para talaga sa mga nagda-diet to mga parts.
Oo, tsaka kung hindi naman sa mga nagda-diet ko sa mga gusto magpaganda ng skin, like for example, we don't have it right now, pero ang rose, it's rich in vitamin C. A little bit trivia, it's richer in vitamin C than compared to lemons. So, if you're feeling under the weather, tapos may sipon-sipon ka, tapos ayaw mo ng lemon-lemon na lasa, kasi diba, parang kalamansi ganyan, it's too acidic for you, bumili ka rose tea. Kasi mas maraming vitamin C ang rose tea kesa sa lemon. So, galing ka agad.
Okay.
Ma'am.
So, we're going to...
Ayun yung pizza natin.
Nandun na ngayon.
Angel Papa, bro.
So ang gagawin na natin, ilalagay natin...
So, yun yung demo niya.
Okay.
Ano yung sweetener natin? Lemongrass.
Okay, so ang first step...
So, this is what we call a siphon machine. And this is a halogen beam heater.
Alam mo nung pumunta ako sa shop ninyo doon sa Buklaw Road, kala ko, ay, may laboratory dito.
Parang ganon. Actually, it looks like that.
Mga
So,
beaker, gano'n.
ang concept nito is the concept of medyo scientific ng konti. Pasensya na po. But the concept of condensation.
Oh, yes.
So, if the water gets too hot, kaya medyo mainit na. Because this is a beam heater, so medyo painitin pa niya yung water. If it becomes boiling point, diba, naturally, ang water, it will evaporate to the air. Magkakondense siya sa, tataas siya. So, yun yung mangyayari. So, if the water is above 100 degrees already, naturally, aakit yan. Pupunta siya dito sa chamber, sa second chamber. And then, makikita nyo doon sa loob, may filter. Yung filter, yan actually, yung, lalagay natin yung tea doon sa loob. Tapos, para pagbaba niya, pure tea na lang, wala na yung mga loose tea. Actually, this one is used as a technology for coffee in Japan or anywhere else.
May
Mostly
nakikita din
panay
ako yung mga maliliit
sa good
na-
taste.
Yes.
Gaganyan sila ng coffee. Sa coffee. Kasi sobrang sarap niya for coffee. Pero nung nag-aaral ako, teka lang, bakit sa tsaa lang? Ay, bakit
Sa
sa coffee
kape
lang?
lang.
Pwede din naman siya for tea. So, we actually made an innovation na ginawa namin siya for tea. Ayun.
ganda,
So, sobrang naging popular siya. O, yung ibang coffee shops ngayon dito sa Baguio, ganyan na rin ang ginagawa sa nila.
By the way, we are with Miss Angel kanina.
Miss
Ayan.
Angel,
Miss
hi
Angel,
naman sa
come here.
camera. Ayan. Pamind daw.
Anong code mo? Stripes.
Ang cute na
Ayan.
para sa dim area.
Pang
Para romantic
pang-
style.
So, medyo matagal yan. Once the water gets up, we will start the timer. 6 minutes yon. We don't want to go more than 6 minutes na nakababad yung water sa tea kasi mag-overbrew.
Overbrew?
Yes,
Okay.
we don't want overbrewed yung lasa
Yung
nung
ano lang.
yung lasa nung tsaa. Kaya 'di ba kapag nagtitibag tayo, kailangan wag mong ibabad na ganun. So 'yun.
Ganun din sa kanya.
Ganun din sa kanya. We don't want Pero pwede pa naman siyang i-brew second time, up to 3 times 'yan. Para bago mawalan ng
Kaya
lasa.
pala may refill.
Parang sa
Ay,
coffee din,
Sa,
tatlong beses.
dito ba sa cafe ninyo, meron pa yung menu na pork ribs?
Ay, baby back ribs.
Oo.
Kala
Meron
ko
pa.
walang rice. May rice
Hindi,
doon.
wala siyang rice.
Baby back ribs lang.
Pero naka-rice na siya ngayon.
Ayun.
Ngayon.
Pero dati you have an option to do mashed potato.
Yes. And
Tama.
salad
And
lang.
salad, Pero we still have, it's still our bestseller, baby back ribs.
Ang sarap, promise. If
Talaga?
you come here,
Gusto
try
niya, paluto
baby
tayo
back ribs.
mamaya.
Ko na-try yun. Sige.
Ay, yan ang
Paluto tayo.
binabalik-balikan ko doon.
Back ribs 3.
Ay,
Agad-agad, madam.
tsaka
Ay, sige, lista na natin.
Sige lang.
Pero yun talaga. Tapos ito.
We'll wait for this to boil.
Yes,
no?
so parang 6 minutes pa yan.
Ano
Medyo
yung mga
matagal-tagal
usual
pa
na
yan.
infusion na kasi ito ang natutuwa ako sa
Flower
Cafe. Nung pumunta kami doon nung nasa Ambok Flower pa lang kayo. Tinuturo din nila kung ano yung mga ibang klase pa ng mga infusion na pwede.
Actually, tinatanong namin kasi if you will look at that
Ang dami
counter,
nila doon.
maraming tea.
Yes.
So, usually, pag pumunta doon, parang, nako-confuse ako, hindi ko alam kung anong tea ang ganyan. So,
Oo.
tatanungin namin yung customer namin, bakit? Ano ba nararamdaman mo? Or,
Ay, ganun.
ano ba nararamdaman mo?
Stressed ako.
Stressed ka ba? Gusto mo bang antukin? Gusto mo bang
Oo.
tumaas yung energy mo? Medyo constipated ka ba? Medyo mataas ba yung sugar mo? Feeling
Yes.
mo ba mataas yung cholesterol mo? Ganon. So, depende sa kung ano yung nararamdaman ng customer. Doon kami nag-recommend na, okay, like, most of our customer, most of the time, gusto ko yung pampapayat, ganyan.
Oh.
So, pag ganun na kaagad kami, okay, jasmine green tea, tapos, eto, hanap na kami ng, kasi may mga labels naman yan,
Yes.
hanap na kami ng, eto, nakakapayat to, at saka ito, nakakapayat yan. Mamaya pagkatapos mong kumain, sigurado nasa CR ka na kasi nag-detoxify ka na.
Diba?
Although, meron yung one time, so, ginawa namin yun for our customer. Siyempre, mapilit sa amin, gusto ko talaga pumayat. So, binigay namin lahat ng detoxifying. So, parang ganon.
Ay, award.
Award siya. Nagreklamo. Sabi niya, Mami, yung tea nyo, nakaka-number 2. Sabi ko niya. Hindi kami tumigil na nag-number 2. Kami, kailangan namin mag-diet tabs. Kung anong ganon siya.
Ay.
Ganyan. Tapos sabi ko,
Talagang detoxifying
exactly,
nga eh.
that's exactly it eh. Yun yung So, yun, kaya careful din kuminsan sa kung ano yung hihingiin. Kasi siguro nag-fail kami na i-explain na sigurado hindi lang kayong once, twice, or thrice. Kasi
Yes.
effective nga siya.
Oo.
Na pang-cleanse. Ganun.
Saka natural kasi mga parts.
Matanong natin si Miss May ngayon, how do you feel naman ngayong araw na to? Para alam ko kung anong tea ang
Kailangan ko ng lavender tea. Kasi pampatulog. Kasi parang after ng interview na to, kailangan kong matulog.
Ay, ang ganda ng place doon.
Check niya
Very
mamaya yung
comfy.
salon.
Very comfy pala dito.
Ayan, so nag-start na siyang
Ayun na nga.
So if you will see, nagkakakulay yung tea na color blue
Dahil
because
sa
of the butterfly pea. It will start off as lavender. Tapos habang tumatagal yung pagbubrew sa kanya, magiging blue siya.
Yes. Yan nga ang natutuwa ko kasi you don't just get to drink the coffee or the tea that they
It's
serve
a little
here.
bit
At
interaction.
least, yun, may interaction ka, nadadagdagan din yung knowledge mo when it comes to tea. And you get to appreciate kung ano yung iniinom mo, yung kinakain mo. Kasi
Yeah.
may mga health benefits siya.
We actually want to make it as an experience for our clients or for our guests na, you just don't go to a coffee shop and just drink. Otherwise, just go to Starbucks, diba?
They don't
Pila
talk
ka.
to you.
Pila ka, write your name on the cup, and
call
then
you.
they call you, and then just walk around the mall holding the Starbucks. Ganyan.
Ano yun?
Hoy, totoo.
Ay, hindi ko pa ginagawa yun.
Totoo for many. Oo.
Ayun naman.
So, mag-Starbucks ka, but if you want a little bit of experience, if you want to experience really something local,
Yes.
or if you want, something different, then you go to local cafes. Not just our cafe.
Yes.
Go to support local cafes. Because each and every local cafe has a different, the reason why they're into that business, I would like to think that because they're passionate about what they're doing.
Yes.
They put a little bit of their heart and effort and love into, developing on what they have. So, like every little cafe that is out there that's not, franchised or anything, you'll feel the sincerity and the love of the
Yes.
owners.
Kasi naman, mapapansin mo din naman sa every shop na pupuntahan or cafe, meron silang sariling style.
Yes, that's
Yes.
unique to them.
Yes.
And unique to their personality as well.
That's right.
So,
Incorporated lahat yun.
oo, kasi yung mga ideas na yun galing sa kanila eh. Kaya ako din, even if I own my own cafe, ang hilig ko pa rin na nagko-coffee crawling or nagka-cafe crawling.
Ay.
I still do that like at least twice a week. Like I would go from one
Alright.
Kasi
Have you been to
I would,
that na?
oo, paminsan, actually doon ako nag-gym, so yeah.
Ay! Saan po?
Sa Quads Fitness.
Really?
Really?
Oo.
Ba't di tayo nagpapang-abot?
Ano oras ang kwan mo, ma'am? Sked mo?
Ngayon 3 o'clock kasi yung boxing eh. I'm usually
Sinong
on
coach mo,
boxing.
ma'am?
Si Ken.
Okay. Hi, Ken.
Tsaka si Coach Roy.
Oh,
Hi,
Coach Roy.
shout out sa inyo. Grabe niyo akong pahirapan.
Grabe nga yun sila, ma'am.
Oo, diba? Intense. Ang intense nila.
Pero-
Tapos kay Coach Arthur.
yes.
siya
Ang
yung
sayang
coach
mag-boxing pag siya yung
Ay, wow.
pag siya yung instructor. Doon minsan sabi niya sa akin, landi talaga. Sabi niya sa akin, Ma'am, suntok pa. Eh, hindi ko na kaya kasi pagod na ako. Sabi ko, pagtatanggalin mo ba yung t-shirt mo? Habol ma'am. Sabi ko, ikaw porke gwapo ka lang, gusto mo magpahabol. Hindi.
Shout out, Coach Arthur. 5 p.m. kasi kami, ma'am.
Yeah.
Or
Ah.
8 a.m.
Yeah.
Ayun. Usually, nagpa-5 din ako or 7.
Sana
Like
mapag-abot
before
tayo
closing.
minsan.
Magchika-chika ulit doon, no?
Pero anyways, ngayon
Kumusta
naman
sa-
habang may prepare na yan mamaya, ano naman po yung mga advices or life lessons na may share natin sa ating mga viewers?
Yes.
It's never too late to actually do something. I thought nung hindi pa ako nag-graduate or hindi pa ako nag-aaral. Actually, mag-aaral na naman ako eh. Parang, ngayon parang hobby ko nang mag-aaral.
Oo.
Parang naisip ko na parang, okay, for some, eto nung sinabi ko nung graduation speech ko sa mga anak ko, I don't care if hindi kayo graduate on time. Basta in your lifetime, it's your responsibility ng mga anak ko na magbigay ng diploma sa akin. So, nung nakuha ko yung diploma ko ng culinary, sabi ko, actually, Torio na ako noon, pero ang pinalagay ko sa chef jacket ko, Zabala, which is my maiden name.
Oh.
Kasi sabi ko, eto yung hindi ko nagawa para sa mama and papa ko, my mom and my dad, na parang graduate because every parent ang pangarap nila makagraduate yung mga anak. Ewan ko
Oo
for some
naman.
reason, di
Hindi
ba?
natin maiaalis yan.
Oo. Pero because of circumstances, hindi ko siya nagawa nun. Tsaka hindi naman kasi ako mahilig mag-aral dati. Napaka-gago kong estudyante.
Ay, wow.
Oo. So, because of circumstances, hindi ko siya nagawa. Pero, it's always been at the back of my mind. So, sabi ko sa mga anak ko, I don't really care if you get to the point that you're 40. Like me, I'm almost 40. Diba? Sabi ko, even if you're old na, sabi ko ganon, if you're set to do something at inisip mo na mangyayari to, you do it. Because you'll never know the result of doing it. At the same time, it's never really too late to explore something new. Huwag kayong matatakot to explore something new. for me, before I went to the culinary school, people would say, bakit ka pa mag-aaral? Mag-change career ka ba? Bakit? There were a lot of questions. You don't really need that anymore. And then right now, mag-i-enroll ako for business administration.
Wow.
Ang sinasabi sa akin ng mga, my cousins and my friends would say, like, hindi mo na kailangan yan because you already have a lot of business, ganyan, parang ganon. It's not that tapos yung iba naman parang hindi ka ba natatakot, ang tanda mo na, you're still going to school. Oo, kasi
pa talaga nun?
Oo, totoo. Kasi ang mga kaklase ko nga, parang kasing edad na ng mga anak ko. Sabi ko nga doon sa isang kaklase ko, sawahin mo na yung anak ko, pwede.
Ayaw. Ayan na naman. Nasabihan ako ng ganyan din.
Oo, di ba? Parang, for me, age is just like a number for you to be able to achieve something.
Yes,
So, it's never too late to start something new. And if you start something new, huwag kayong matatakot to start it. Just go for it. If you're passionate about it, or if it's something that would enrich you, that would make you love yourself more and appreciate yourself more, why not do it? Yun.
Kasi nga, sabi nga na, we have our own timeline naman.
Yes, and it's not like you're not in a race
Yes.
with anybody else. The only race that you're in is a race within yourself. You'll know when is your timeline. And shout out sa mga parents dyan na palaging nagagalit na, anak, hindi ka pa ganito. Ganyan. What as a parent, what I appreciated naman as a parent is wag nating pilitin yung mga anak natin sa mga bagay na madaliin na they will have their own time to shine.
Oo.
Kasi meron yung mga iba sobrang perfectionist, di ba? Na parang, ganito, ganyan,
Exactly.
ganyan.
At saka,
Sorry sa mga natatamaan.
yung mga parents din naman, kung ano yung dream nila, hindi
That's
din
not,
yung dream
Yes.
ng anak nila.
Oo, wag niyong pipilitin na yung hindi nyo nagawa sa buhay nyo, hindi obligasyon ng mga anak nyong ipagpatuloy yon.
Thank you, ma'am,
Diba?
for that.
Kasi,
Good reminder.
Kaya
hindi
hindi
sila,
mo na ako
parang
mag-asawa.
hindi sila pinanganak sa mundo para i-fulfill yung kagustuhan nyo. They have their own lives to live.
100% thumbs up to that.
Wala na ako masabi yun.
Ayun
Daldal ba?
naman.
Kaya
Diba,
naman,
ma'am?
ayan, tapos
Ayan,
na
so,
ating
bumalik siya
pag-brew.
dun sa-
Yes, oo, kasi kapag ka below boiling point na siya at bumaba,
Yes.
it's already good to drink. At sakto na yung temperature niya
Yan.
for drinking. Hindi ka na mapapasok.
Oo.
Kasi di ba meron yung mga pag-iinom ka, parang hindi mo na natikman kasi napasok ka na.
Yung parang,
Careful some tea. Mga ganun.
Care for some tea?
oh my gosh. For a while. Okay, so habang nililipat na natin yan dito sa
Ayun, tapos may
French press
pizza
natin.
tayo.
Yan! Ipasok ang pizza.
Mabulak-bulak.
Ito,
parts.
anong pangalan po nitong pizza natin?
Actually, yung pizza natin is divided into 2 flavors. Kasi kung pwede kayong mag-request sa amin ng different flavors of pizza kasi syempre,
half-half
tipid
yan.
tips na naman, oo. Half-half. Kasi yung iba parang, ayoko na ganyang flavor. Tapos, di ba nakakapikon? Pag pumunta ka sa restaurant, tapos mag-order kayo ng
ang hirap pa nga
pizza.
pumili.
O tapos sasabihin nung isa, ayoko niyan, hindi ako kumakain yan. Tapos ayoko niyan, hindi ako kumakain yan. Ganon.
Ako na lang.
Oo. Diba? So, ang ginagawa namin, ay, sige po ma'am, hindi po kayo makapili, hatiin na lang po natin yung pizza.
Yes.
I see.
So, for this one, this is our original. You won't find the same flavor anywhere in Baguio. One, you have our alige pasta.
Alige.
I am not pasta, it's alige pizza. It's crab fat with cheese. And, yeah. Pero masarap siya.
Oo.
Pero high blood, di ba? And then the other one, para naman makabawi sa alige, this one is vegetarian naman, pero it's floral base. So, it's our floral pizza.
It's
So,
a good
floral.
combination.
Para ako,
Sinner.
So, parang
Interesting.
ito yung vegetarian namin, pero instead of like putting more vegetables, may mga infused na flour.
yes. So, lahat
Flower
ng
garden,
nakalagay
tawag
dito talaga is edible na.
Yes,
Kainin,
oo.
pati tong rose.
Oo, actually. Those
Yes.
are actually edible.
O, di ba?
Ilagay sa tigil.
Yarn.
Wow.
Okay.
Ito na yung dough na 3 months. Tikman natin.
Oo, tinitina ko talaga, okay. Sige, patunayan natin later. Mapapanood nyo sa vlog namin.
Ayun. So,
Alright.
let's have some tea.
Yes, let's... Okay.
Tea? Wow.
Would you like some tea?
Yes.
Diba? Bakit ganun ang mga UKs at saka Australians?
Mga sosyal sila.
Ganito sila, diba? To die is one die, and I'm gonna die to die.
Wag naman. Wag naman.
Tapos parang, ano daw?
Bari-bari.
Ayan.
Ayan. Alright, so let's go.
Here's your tea.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Dapat yung meron tayong pahat na gano'n.
Mga
Tapos
tiara.
pag iinom ka, nakataas yung kamay mo, gano'n.
Ay, ganun ba?
Ganun daw kasi mag-
Sige. Paano ba?
Pasosyal ka.
Do we toast ba?
Okay. Oh, toast.
Ayun.
Oh, grabe.
Yung mga pinky finger,
Kailangan pala yun. Hindi ako sanay.
Di naman.
Alright, pero ang sarap.
Ano ulit
Ayan.
yung sweetener natin? ma'am?
Lemongrass.
Lemon.
Si talagang homemade
Tanglad.
siya. Alright, maraming salamat din po Ma'am Shi sa pag-share sa amin ng mga insights niyo and how this coffee shop started naman. And I hope na maraming na-inspire doon, marami kayong natutunan doon. Ika nga niya, it's not too late for you. Diba?
Yes. There are a lot of takeaways again dito sa interview natin. Kaya mga parts namin, continue supporting Taraki TV and then come visit Flower Cafe. Yan. Ang ganda pa ng kwan. Makikita nyo rin yan sa ating mga vlogs. Right, diba?
Alright. Anyway, pa-invite din natin ang ating
Yes,
mga
ma'am.
viewers and kung may mga Facebook page po tayo,
Okay, so if you guys want to experience something different aside from coffee, or if you just want to chill out, find a place where you could have like good Wi-Fi, plugs around. You can come in our cafe, the Flower Cafe. We have our Facebook page, the Flower Cafe PH. You can find our promos in there. And if you happen to be like, if you happen to feel a little bit, gusto nyo magpaganda, we also have a salon located inside the cafe.
Yes.
So the purpose of that is kapag ka merong mga momshies na katulad ko na ayoko namang iniiwan ng matagal yung anak ko sa ibang lugar. So gusto ko magpa-reband, 4 na oras ang reband, di ba? Tapos
true.
may mag-aantay na asawa na mainipin, ganyan. So dito na lang kayo pumunta, pakainin nyo yung asawa nyo, paglaruin nyo yung anak nyo ng arcade habang nagpapa-beauty kayo.
Ayun.
Diba?
Dito sa
Celebrity Salon.
Yes. All around dito mga parts.
Tsaka malawak talaga yung
Yes.
place natin.
Yeah.
Malawak.
Good for anything talaga to eh. Kahit
Yeah, we
sikahan,
also-
meeting, or what.
We also
pwede
cater
siya.
for birthdays and
Oh.
usually weddings. For civil weddings.
Dito rin. Oh.
Pero we don't want to exceed more than 50 guests kasi medyo, I still want it to be an experience yan.
Yes.
So if you have like small weddings that you want medyo budget-friendly weddings, you just come over here. Pag-usapan natin.
Yes, para
Pag-usapan
maramdam
natin
mo
yan.
yung exclusivity naman ng event.
Yes, oo.
Yes.
Kasi when we have like those small events, we can close down the cafe for you.
Oh,
Napapabook
Narinig ko
na
yan,
ako, ma'am, for one advice sa wedding.
Sige.
Joke lang.
Kailan bukas?
Kailan?
Mamaya.
Book na natin yan. Okay.
Parating na siya.
Kinami. Joke lang.
Alright.
Anyway.
Maraming salamat mga parts. Maraming salamat din
Okay.
po, Miss May.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Ayan. Kaya I hope na nasarapan kayo sa nakita ninyo. At kung nasasarapan kayo, natatakam kayo, pasito na dito sa Flower Cafe.
That's
Diba? Ano ba
right.
hinihintay ninyo? Mhm.
And dahil dyan, thank you so much once again sa ating mga nanonood na every time you're watching our show. And dahil dyan, sa mga pa-stars ninyo na lagi nyong sinisend din lang, we will go to a very good cause naman siya. So we are going to give some of those stars, or no pala, all of those stars sa Dasigan Elementary School with 22 students, Kamanpagay Elementary School with 56 students, and Giwang Elementary School with 26 students. So they would be needing school supplies and of course malapit ng tag-ulan, kaya kailangan din nila ng kanilang mga bota at mga kapote and all. So abangan po yan ang final announcement din dun sa Facebook page ng Taraki TV.
Ayan, at bago mahuli pang lahat, pa-shoutout na rin po kay Manong Donnie Prime Kwanso. Ayan, for referring us to
Hello,
Miss
Manong.
May. Maraming salamat po sa inyo, Manong. Kapit tayo dun sa Taraki at saka dito rin. Ay, nandito pala.
Andun siya, oh.
Bakit ka
Hello.
magtatago? Shoutout. Ayan, so thank you so much, Manong Donnie. And maraming salamat din po sa aming mga sponsors. We have Taraki Marketing Center, Lanis Pet Shop, ayan, and Nanyang Footwear. We have also Helen's Cellphone Accessories plus Bed Sheets, ayan. Mahanap nyo po yan sa KM5 La Trinidad. Maraming malapit lang po yan sa overpass ng KM5. Alright.
I almost forgot din naman, in partnership with Ma'am Angeli Pamela Carino,
Yes.
and of course Manang Christine Molitas, as well as Ma'am Shi Jen also, yung partnership natin sa school.
ng Lions Club.
Yes. Hello sa inyo.
Alright, so once again, here's your parts, Breno.
And I'm your parts Kent for Taraki Talks. Bye!